Hi, I'm Super Teddy, your little hero, ready to dream, play, and fly together.
Story, Snow White. In a majestic castle lived a kind queen. As she sewed by an ebony window, she pricked her finger. 3 drops of blood fell onto the white snow. "Oh," she sighed, "how I wish I had a daughter with skin as white as snow, lips red as blood, and hair black as ebony." Soon, the queen had a beautiful baby girl. She was exactly as she had wished. Skin as white as snow, lips red as blood, and hair black as ebony. They named her Snow White. The queen smiled tenderly, cradling her precious baby. Snow White grew to be a charming and kind child, but, sadly, the kind queen fell ill and passed away. The grief-stricken king remarried. The new queen was beautiful, but her heart was cold and full of vanity. The stepmother possessed a magic mirror. Each day she would ask it, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror always replied, "You, my queen, are the fairest of all." This filled her with cruel pride. Years passed, and Snow White became a radiant young woman, even more beautiful than her stepmother. One day, the queen asked her magic mirror the same question. The answer chilled her. "My queen, you are beautiful, but Snow White is 1,000 times more beautiful than you." Furious at the mirror's answer, the queen summoned a loyal huntsman. With eyes full of rage, she ordered him, "Take Snow White into the deepest forest and kill her. Bring me her heart as proof." The huntsman with a heavy heart agreed. The huntsman took Snow White into the forest. As they walked, she laughed innocently, unaware of the terrible plan. The huntsman could not carry out the cruel order. Seeing Snow White's sweetness, he felt compassion and told her the truth. "Run, Snow White, run as far as you can," the huntsman pleaded. Snow White, frightened, ran among the trees. The branches brushed against her face, and fear propelled her. She ran without stopping, venturing deeper and deeper into the thicket. Tired and alone, Snow White found a small cottage in a clearing. It looked empty and cozy. Cautiously, she entered. Everything inside was tiny and a bit messy, as if little hands lived there. Inside the cottage, Snow White saw 7 small beds, 7 little plates, and 7 little cups. She was very hungry and tired. She decided to clean and tidy everything up, hoping the owners wouldn't mind her unexpected presence. At dusk, the owners of the cottage arrived. 7 friendly dwarf miners. They were tired from working deep in the mountain. They were surprised to find their home clean and tidy. They discovered Snow White sleeping soundly in one of the small beds. Upon waking, she told them her story. The dwarves, with their big hearts, decided to take her in. "You can stay here," they said kindly, "but be careful of your stepmother." Meanwhile, in the castle, the queen asked her mirror who was the fairest. The mirror replied that Snow White was still alive with the dwarfs. The queen became enraged and planned a terrible deception to get rid of her. The queen, disguised as an old peddler woman, came to the cottage with a poisoned apple. "Taste this delicious apple, my dear," she offered with a malicious smile. Snow White, trusting, took a bite and fell to the ground, deeply asleep. The dwarfs wept inconsolably. They placed Snow White in a glass coffin. A prince, upon seeing her beauty, fell in love. When her coffin was moved, the piece of apple came out of her throat. Snow White woke up, and the prince and she lived happily ever after.
Hi, little friends. Thanks for joining our adventure. Each day is a sweet chance to be amazing, like and share the fun. See you soon with surprises. Remember, you're awesome. Your friend, Super Teddy.